What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Roliver Queen, and I am back. Welcome to impromptu Roll Vision live stream. And yo, read the thumbnail, read the headline. Yeah, we are going over the top 200 comic book list for February 2022. But just in case, want to make sure gives people some time to come in, let everybody get settled and comments. So let me know if you see me. Let me know if you hear me. I just want to make sure everything is nice and dandy before we jump in. So I'll give y'all some time. And again, let me know if y'all here. I see there's one person here, which is awesome. So let me know if you can see me and hear me fine. Let everybody get settled in and then we will get started. But I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's all right. I hope everybody had a blessed Thursday or Friday, wherever you are at. Yeah, man. Let me just let folk get settled. Let folk get settled. Right. I promise we will. Make sure everybody gets settled in. Settled in. And man, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of narratives being tossed out there. A lot of books that are not being talked about. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this is just so we could, set the record straight and also, expand the conversation beyond just the top 50 because I know the top 50 list just came out, but Kenny's in here. Kenny, no, I don't need a ride. But yeah, I know the top 50 list just came out and people starting to throw their videos out there. But yeah, man, I just want to do my due diligence. I love talking about the numbers. So yeah, man, let's get into it. First things first. First things first. I know I haven't done a great job of cross promoting, but I am on a podcast with two of my homeboys, Elvis and AJ. Both of them are friends of the channel. AJ was actually live with me yesterday when we tried this. And yeah, if you didn't check it out, yeah, tried doing this yesterday. Uh, Kind of a disaster, but I'm paying attention, making sure everything's working fine now. But yeah, so he was on there with me last night, and he's also my co-host. Elvis is my co-host. We are on the Comics Code Authority podcast. We just wrapped up season 2. So if you guys haven't yet, I'm put it up on the screen right now. Please go check us out. Please go check us out. So we dropped episode 14 and we talked about the Batman. So we did a full on review of the Batman, and it was a great time, great conversation. And yes, I believe Suicide Squad was better than the Batman. And if you really want to hear why I think that, you got to go check out the episode. So please go ahead, either now or throughout the stream or towards the end when I bring it up again. Please go check us out. Hit us up with a follow on Twitter. Hit us, with a follow on Spotify or wherever the fuck we have our episodes uploaded. So I got the link tree right here. You'll find us on all those platforms, man. Um, so please show us some love, and we will be back soon. We'll be back very soon. I promise our break will not drag on as long as it did last time. Yeah, so for housekeeping, and also to and if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit me with that subscribe and that like. Um, as you can read on the bottom, I'm trying to get to 400 subs, yo. The goal is to hit 400 fucking subs before the month is over. So let's get it. All right, man. So I done wasted enough of y'all times. 4 minutes in. You know what? Let's get into these fucking comics, man. Let me take this off real quick. Boom and boom. So, disclaimer, this is 200 list from ICV2. The top 50 list is free, but this one you got to pay for it. And once again, shout out to AJ. He's the one who hooked me up with this. So again, this is the top 200 list. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna list 10 books at a time, and then I'll talk about my thoughts about those rankings and said books if I'm reading them, and then we're just gonna keep moving along. So I'm gonna try not to keep you guys too long, because getting through 200 fucking comics is a lot. So let's just jump right into things, man. First off, first 10, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 88. We got Ghost Rider number 1. We got Batman 120. We got Savage Spider-Man number 1. We got Star Wars Darth Vader 20. We got Devil's Reign number 4. We got Hulk number 4. We have Moon Knight number 8. We have X-Men number 8, and we have Venom number 5. So just judging off the first 10, I'm not surprised at these numbers at all. I'm not reading Spider-Man, but it's no surprise that Spider-Man is there. I think there's some sort of event going on. Ben Riley is still Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. Ghost Rider being up there, it's a new number 1. Of course, people are gonna pick that up. A Batman in the top 10 is a fucking mainstay. I'm not reading Batman right now, but I will be picking it up for Shadow War, because I am interested in what Williams is going to be doing with that. Savage Spider-Man, Star Wars Reign. I am reading. I think this was one of the biggest fan of this event, but it seems like number 4 was a turning point for me. So, and I just finished reading issue 5. So, and that shit fucking slapped. So, yeah, there's that. So Darcy is doing his thing, man. And salute to him being on Batman. But yeah, man, it seems like he's firing off on all cylinders. So, and again, this event, not really for me, but it's turning around. So I understand. And it seems like a lot of people are fucking with it. Cool. Hulk, not reading Hulk, but still not surprising because, Donny Cates is writing, and people tend to enjoy Donny Cates' work. So again, nothing too surprising here. It's a great title, and I wouldn't be surprised if people who are trying to get into the character before the Disney Plus show comes out, this is them just like hopping on. Uh, so this is great. Salute to that book. X-Men, hopped off of X-Men right when Hickman left the book. So Inferno was the last book that I read. Enjoying what Dugan's doing. So yeah, I mean, no surprise over there, man. It's the fucking and then last, Venom number 5. Also not reading Venom. Um, I just read the Venom event. Last one I read was last Venom, King in Black. So yeah, I love V. I loved his work on Catwoman. It's a shame that he left. I love this backups. So this is great. Top 10, boom. Move on. We're moving on to the next batch. Starting off with 11, and we got Thor 22. We got Amazing Spider-Man 89. We have X Deaths of Wolverine number 2. We have X Lives of Wolverine number 2. We have Amazing Spider-Man 88 Beyond. We have Dark Knights of Steel number 4. We have Star Wars. We have X Lives. We have Sabretooth number 2. Again, nothing crazy. Nothing too. X Death of Wolverine is picking up right where Hickman left off. So I think I may have to hop on that when it's all said and done. Again, Spider-Man being here, not surprising at all. Dark Knights of Steel, I'm not reading it now, but I will be picking it up when it's all said and done. I tend to enjoy Taylor's work, especially on the Elseworlds and out of continuity stuff. I tend to enjoy it a lot more in one sitting. And I've been hearing fairly good things about it. So if it's anything like his deceased run, then we're in for a good time. Let's see here. Another X Lives of Wolverine. Haven't been reading Sabretooth, but again, it's a number one, so not surprising that it's high up here. And we have Dark Ages again. Um, Speaking of Dark Ages, man, I forgot this book was out. I forgot this book was out. Um, I remember being announced pre-COVID, and then I stopped hearing about it. But it's good to see that people are still rocking with the book. People are still enjoying what Tom Taylor's doing over there. So that's awesome. Again, I haven't checked out his stuff really with Marvel. I do have the what is it, the all new Wolverine Omnibus just chilling over here. But again, I'll probably get to Dark Ages at some point when it's all said and done. So again, nothing too crazy here. We're in the early 20s, so a lot of these are, these make sense. These make sense. So I again, as we go further down the list, I'll be giving some more context on why I think things are placed the way they are. Again, and some more other great thoughts. Let's see here. Let's move on now. We are at one, three Iron Fist number one, 24 Monkey Prince, one out of 12, number 25, Daredevil Woman Without Fear, number two, 26, Amazing Spider-Man 90, 27, Detective Comics 1051. Oh, I'm talking about that. Number 28, Joker 12, 29, Star Wars High Republic, number 14. And we have Saga 56 rounding thing. Batman Catwoman, not reading. And that's not to say, anything crazy about Tom King. I wasn't feeling his Batman run at a certain point, but I guess this is a continuation of the Batcat story. Another book that I completely forgot existed got derailed because of COVID. Berserker, not surprised that it's here and it's still selling fairly strong. It's Keanu Reeves, big name, and from what I'm hearing, it's a good book. So salute to that. Iron Fist number one, cool. I feel like it could be a little higher, man. Could be a little higher, especially since this is a brand new Iron Fist and not Danny Rand, but still being number 22, excuse me, being number 23 is not bad at all. Not bad at all. 24 Monkey Prince, nice, nice, nice. This is cool. This is cool. This is good. Like back to January last year with the DC Festival of Heroes, so that's cool. Nice placing. We got Daredevil Woman Without Fear. Now that is a book I am reading. Awesome, very good. This is we're going to see some very intense ramifications when this book is said and done, and I just finished reading issue number 3. So yeah, I expect a lot of things to spill over into whatever is going to be happening with Daredevil when it comes back in June. So definitely deserves its placing. Hell, if I had control, I feel like this book should be at least the top 10 title. But it is what it is. Amazing Spider-Man, not reading. Detective Comics, yo, if you guys haven't been listening to the podcast, I love Mariko Tamaki's work on Detective Comics. Mariko Tamaki is spitting. Mariko Tamaki has the best Batman book out right now, next to I Am Batman. Yeah, I said it, but I Am Batman and Detective Comics better than the Batman book right now. But I'm enjoying what she's doing, man. Uh, Getting right back to some good detective work here. I know this is the Arkham Tower stuff that's happening right now. Pretty story, pretty engaged, and that's not something a lot of writers can do. It's a 12-week leave, yeah, 12 issue weekly event. And she's been firing on all cylinders, from the jump. And it's good to see that, people are rocking with it, man. So yeah, salute to Mariko Tamaki. I'm gonna be shooting Mariko Tamaki a lot of fucking praise during this live stream because we're gonna see Detective Comics on here a lot, and it's well deserved, man. And I'm putting this out there. Mariko Tamaki, I will have an interview with you, whether it will be on here on my channel or on the podcast. I am speaking that into existence. Mariko Tamaki, we got to chop it up. And it will happen. Let's see here. Joker 12, not reading Joker, but this looks like we're wrapping up Tynan's time on the book. When AJ was here yesterday, I think he maybe mentioned that Rosenberg could be taking over title. Maybe I heard that wrong, but hey, things are wrapping up. Tynan got to go do his shit over at Substack. All right, cool. Star Wars High Republic, not reading. Saga, I know Saga just came back, also not reading that. But again, still not bad for a book that has been gone for several years. So not a bad placing at all. So again, nothing too crazy here. We are in the 30s now. So let's move on. So at 31, we have Secret X-Men #1. We have Avengers 53 at 32. We have Saga 55 at number 33. We have Noctera #7 at 34. We have X Deaths of Wolverine at 35. We have Detective Comics 1052 at 36. We have Nightwing 89 at 37. We have Detective Comics 1053 at 38. We have Fantastic Four Reckoning War Alpha #1 at 39. And wrapping things up at 40, we have Carnage Forever #1. Okay, Secret X-Men, not reading. Avengers, I don't understand how this book is selling the way it's selling. It's been a lot of mid, a lot of fucking mid. At least when I hopped off, there was just nothing there for me. It's very dry. It doesn't feel like a flagship book, and Aaron tends to ignore a lot of what's happening in the overall Marvel Universe. But again, this is one of those things where it's subjective. So a lot of people online aren't feeling this run, but maybe there's people outside of the online world that are rocking with this run, and maybe there's a good portion of people online who are rocking with it too. But again, it's all subjective. Still, this is not a bad placing for an Avengers book. This is where I would expect a flagship book to be. So again, you know what? I can't be mad at it. Saga, again, still not a bad placing for a title that's been gone for a while. Noctera, not reading that one. Probably going to just trade with that. X Deaths of Wolverine, I spoke about that already. Detective Comics 1052, like I said, Mariko Tamaki spitting on that book. And again, we're Detective Comics 1053 at 38. So again, people are rocking with what Mariko Tamaki is doing. 37, Nightwing 89. I am reading Nightwing, and obviously because a good ton of my subscribers have come from my Nightwing content, which I'm very thankful for, by the way. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'll be honest. This is pretty high for a Nightwing book. Again, I don't think we've seen sales like this for Nightwing in a very long time, which is great, which is awesome. But I'm not really feeling this run. It feels like there's a lot of meandering going on with this book. Taylor has set up a lot of things that we're just not following up on. And I believe 89 was part 1 of the Son of Kal-El crossover. Very fucking dry. Just very dry. Very, very dry. And that's been the case over the past couple months with this book. Really hope things pick up. And I really think the art is carrying this fucking book, man. But I hope things pick up. It looks like Taylor's going to be picking up those important plot threads, I believe, in June, because he teased that. So yeah, fingers crossed. Sorry, either May or June. Yeah, fingers crossed things get better with this book. And I'm just picking it up out of habit right now because I love Nightwing. Let's see here. Fantastic Four, not reading that. Carnage Forever. I know Philip Kennedy Johnson is doing that one. And we'll talk about his Superman run because it'll be further down the list. We are not reading it, but still good for that book. All right. So again, nothing too crazy. And by the way, guys, feel free to let me know if there's any sort of technical difficulties. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if the video is fine. Let me know if the sound is all right. Last night, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So please feel free to let me know in the chat. I'm paying attention to everything. If there's anything wrong, let me know, and I will try to fix it as soon as possible. So yeah, let's move on to 41. So 41, we have King Spawn number 7. We have Alien number 9. We have uh, Spawn Scorch number 2 at 43. We have Spawn 326 at 44. We have Star Wars Halcyon Legacy number 1 at 45. We have Crossover number 11 at 46. We have X Deaths of Wolverine number 1 at 47. I'm assuming that's a reprint. We have Excellent number 1 at 48. We have Geiger 80-page Giant at 49. And we have New Mutants number 24 at 50. All right. Let's see here. What's here to highlight? Nothing really. Nothing really. I guess I can highlight Geiger right here. I know there's a lot of people who are not happy that Jeff Johns is back into the fold when it comes to the comics. There was a lot of outrage because of everything that's been happening with him and Ray Fisher and the Justice League movie. But listen, you know why Jeff Johns is back? Right here, right here. Not even a DC book, but it's still bringing people to the comic book shops, man. So Jeff Johns, people gonna flock to the comic book shops. They're gonna pick up them book, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the reasons why he's tagged on the book, because it's not just Jeff Johns who's working on that Flashpoint book. It's Jeff Johns, Jeremy Adams, Tim Sheridan. So yeah, this is why he's back, guys. Even without the DC stuff, he's still bringing the numbers. This is not a bad placing again. So I know people are upset, but it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding, literally. Good for Vita Ayala. Good for Vita Ayala. I know this is one of the popular X titles. I'm not reading it. Probably trade weighted because again, I'm really trying my best to stay away from the X-Men stuff, especially as it comes out. But yeah, again, nothing too crazy here. We are at the 50s now. We are at the 50s. So now this is where things get a little interesting. Because the top 50 list is the one that the top 50 list that just came out is what people are basing some of their videos on. And again, that's what you get for free. You get top 50 for free. Everything else underneath here, you got to pay for it. So again, a lot of narratives, a lot of half truths are being put out there. So this is where things get interesting beyond 50. So if you are checked out right now, this is where you should be checking in. All right. So at 51, we have Batman the Night number 2. We have Amazing Spider-Man 87 at 52. We have Maestro World War M number 1 at 53. We have X-Men number 7 at 54. We have Gunslinger Spawn number 5 at 55. We have Superman Son of Kal-El number 8 at 56. I'm going to highlight this one. I'm going to come back to it. 57, we have Fantastic Four 40. 58, we have Justice League 72. 59, we have Detective Comics 1054. And rounding out at 60, we have DC versus Vampires number 5 out of 12. Okay, all right. This is where things get interesting now. Where do I start? Let's start with Son of Kal-El. I've been paying attention to the nonsense surrounding this book. Again, if you peep the other YouTube channels, they would have you believe because Son of Kal-El is not in the top 50, it is tanking, and people don't care about bisexual John. It's a failure. Go woke, go broke. Two things can be true here. All right, two can be true. Superman Son of Kal-El is not in the top 50, not a top 50 book, but it is still within the top 100, which is always where you want to be if you're selling the comic books. You want to be in that 50 to 100 bracket. And again, if you're a little lower, it's not bad. Once you start getting to like, the 120s and the 130s, we gotta worry about you a little bit. But 50 to 100, and and anything between that, you're good. So again, Son of Kal-El is not in the top 50, but it's at 56. 56. This is not a book that's tanking. It might have shot down a couple spots. Maybe it was higher up a couple months ago, but still, this book isn't in the 90s or the further down in the 100s. 56. This is not bad. The book is not tanking. People clearly care about this character. Now, on the flip side, Tom Taylor would have you believe this book is selling, it's he would have you believe it's like a top 10 book, which is not. And he seems to be in his feelings a lot when it comes to this book, because everybody keeps trying to poke the bear when it comes to him. But listen, Tom Taylor, people are fucking with your book. All right. You don't need to get sensitive every time somebody wants to poke fun at the book, bro. People care about it, clearly offline and online. 56 for a fucking Superman book and not the main Superman book is awesome. Great. Tom Taylor, you are good. And this book is not tanking. Has it shot down a couple notches? Yes. But is this tanking? Do we need to worry about it being canceled? Absolutely not. So this is why it's important we are getting the full top 200 list, so I can give you guys the full truth when it comes to some of these books. All right. So Superman Son of Kal-El is fine. It is fine. If this book starts slipping lower and lower, we are in trouble. But this is not bad. 56 is not bad. All right. I want to put this out there. 56 is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right. What else here? Justice League 72. I gotta give Bendis credit. I thought the bulk of these sales, especially when it was in the top 50 to 100, I thought it was because of Ram V. But it's clear that even with Ram V gone, Bendis is still bringing people in. Once again, it's another case of it's subjective. There's a lot of people online, myself included. I don't think this run is great, and thank God it's ending soon. But there's clearly people who like it offline and online, which once again shows you there's always that disconnect. Can't believe everything you read online. If you just stuck to what you read online, this book is terrible. But it's clearly not. The quality may be bad, but people are enjoying it. That's all I can say about that. Detective Comics, not surprising. I'm assuming this is a reprint or something, because I'm pretty sure I've seen 1054 further up the list. DC versus Vampires. This is great. I haven't been reading that one. I know Rosenberg's writing it with Tynion. Another Elseworlds book I will probably check out when it's all said and done. But yeah, nothing else too crazy. Batman the Night, Chip Zdarsky. This is great. Good for Chip. This is probably one of the main reasons why he is getting the main Batman book. Because again, whatever Chip touches, it seems like it's gold. So this is not a bad spot for the Batman the Night to be at. Maybe this is a second printing. Maybe it was from here. This range right here. A little bit more for me to say, as I just did. But yeah, I just want to reiterate, this book is not doing terribly. Okay. All right. And again, I'm surprised about this, but let's move on. I think I've said enough about this batch. So where are we at right now? We are at 61. We are at 61. Justice League 2021 annual. Okay, like I said, people are still rocking with Ben. People clearly enjoy what he's doing. Can't be mad. All right. Edge of Spider-Verse #2. Great. Don't know what the fuck that is, but again, people are rocking with it. This is one I want to highlight. Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill tour. We'll highlight that. We'll come back to it. Justice League Incarnate 4, excuse me, out of 5. At 64, we have Silver Surfer Rebirth number 2. We have at 66, Robin's number 4. We have at 67, X-Men Legends number 11. 68, we have Thor 21. We got 69, I Am Batman number 6. I got things to say about that. And rounding things out at 70, we have House of Slaughter number 5. Okay. Couple things to say here. Uh, all right. Harley Quinn, the animated series, the Eat, Bang, Kill tour. Yep, I remember seeing some nonsense around this book too. I think the writer was going at it with Eric July. I think it was something about the book not getting the what is it the press that it's getting, and that caused the whole shitstorm. And again, that side of the internet would have you thinking because it's not a top 50 book that this book is selling terribly. This book is selling better than the actual Harley Quinn book, and it's at 63, which is within the top 100 range, which is great. So, was the nonsense surrounding this book really needed? It's doing pretty well, according to here. And this is the end of the book, also. So yeah, salute to the writer. I believe the name is I know it's T something. I don't want to go off and search the name because again, this is good. And it's also a black writer who's also writing. I love seeing black creatives thrive, man. This is great. This is awesome. This is good. Justice League Incarnate. If y'all not reading that book, y'all know Williamson is setting some awesome things up for Dark Crisis and Shadow War. Like I said, I believe this book should be a little higher up the list, but I get it. I get why it's a little low because it's not the main Justice League team. It's another one, but y'all got to read that book, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's see here. Thor, not surprising. Maybe that's a reprint. I Am Batman number 6. This book was in the lower 100s. Excuse me. Yeah, it was further down the list last time I checked for, was it January 2022, and it's clear that DC believes in the character, and it's clear that Ridley is writing his ass off because we got some dope promo behind it. And Jace is now in New York instead of being in Gotham, and people are really rocking with that. So this just shot up, man. This is awesome. This is great. Black creative, black character. I love it. The story is great. So this makes me happy, man. This makes me happy. And again, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this top 200 list, is because the books here that deserve their credit, and I Am Batman is one of those books that deserves its credit, man. The book was in a weird spot because it started off during the Fear State event, but now the character he's really coming into his own. He's generating his own rogues list, and they're doing some crazy shit right now. So if you're not reading I Am Batman, I believe issue 6 is where you should hop on. So it's a brand new jumping on point, and I would love to see for the next month that I Am Batman shoots even higher up the list. So salute to that, man. Salute to that. But other than that, nothing here nothing else is crazy that's worth mentioning. It's either I'm not reading those books or I'm trade waiting them. But yeah, let's move on. So we are at 70. Starting things off, we have House of Slaughter number 5. We have Batgirls number 3. We have Hawkeye Kate Bishop number 4. We have Primordial number 6. We have Star Wars High Republic Trail Shadows. We have the Comics 1050. We have Fantastic Four Life Story number 6. We have Strange Academy 16. We have Devil's Reign number 3 out of 6. I'm assuming that's a reprint. We have Ben Reilly Spiderman number 2. We have Alec White and Blood rounding things off at 80. Um, let's see here. Batgirls. Let me with the way the focus online when Taylor was writing Barb's, you would think this book would be higher on the list. Once again, disconnect. You got people online who barking, they're making a lot of noise, and you got the people outside in the real world who may or may not be buying the book. So I think this book should be a little higher up the list, especially with just how much drama was around it. But again, still not a bad place for 71. Still not a bad place. And I believe this is a miniseries. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Detective Comics. I'm assuming this is a reprint. Yeah. No, I think we can move on. I think we can move on. So let's see here. Let's start off at 81. 81, we have Department of Truth, number 16. We have Mary Jane Black Cat Beyond. We have Robin number 11. We have Venom number 4. We have Devil's Reign Superior 4. We have X Lies of Wolverine number 1. I'm assuming that's a reprint. We have Silk number 2. We have Iron Man 17. We have Gunslinger Spawn number 4. And closing things off, rounding things off with 90 is Flash 779. All right. I'm going to point this out. It seems like people are really catching on to Jeremy Adams's run on the book. The book wasn't selling the best right before, but I'm assuming now because people have been talking, people have been supporting the book a little more. This is great to see. Jeremy Adams is doing an amazing job on the Flash. This is a fun, this is a wholesome, and this just is a cool Flash run, man. Wally West is back in the picture. His family is more involved, kids, Linda, his wife, and it's just good fun. It's good fun. Um, it's got me to care a little more about Wally because I was just really following along with everything that was happening with him, Heroes in Crisis, Flash Forward, and stuff. But now I'm getting more immersed into the character, and I'm glad that Jeremy Adams is getting his flowers. And I feel like once Flashpoint Beyond kicks off, because he is going to be writing that too. I feel like he's going to be climbing up, the ladder more. So this is a good, I guess, first step. Flash is, back in the top 100. This is awesome. This is great. Good for him, man. Good for him. Let's see here. Everything else here, nothing too crazy. Robin at was it Robin number what is it 83? Not bad, not bad. I'm assuming this Venom issue is a reprint. But yeah, nothing too crazy here. Nothing too crazy here. So let's move on. Kicking off at 91, we have Action Comics 1040. We have Draculina number 1. We have Human Target number 5. We have Step by Bloody Step number 1. We have Miles Morales Spider-Man 35. We have Joker Presents a Puzzle Box number 7 at 96. We have Spider-Woman number 19 at 97. We have She-Hulk number 1 at 98. I'm assuming this is a reprint. And we have Supermassive at 99. And we have Death of Doctor Strange 5 out of 5. Rounding things off at 100. Okay. I want to point out Action Comics. I've been seeing Action Comics trending on Twitter a lot. But before, the amount of times it was trending on Twitter and the sales that they didn't add up. You would think because this book was generating so much buzz online, it would be selling better, but it wasn't. But it looks like once again, people are catching on to what PKJ is doing, and they're really giving the book the sales and the respect that it deserves. And I'm happy to see it in the top 100. Keep supporting that fucking book. This is one of the best Superman runs out right now. This is better than Superman Son of Kal-El. Yeah, I'm saying better than Superman Son of Kal-El. This is heat, pure heat. So if you guys aren't reading that book, shame on you. I don't care if you got to go and hunt down the floppies. You got to read this one. All right, go on Comixology, go hunt down the floppies, take your asses to the comic book shop and support this book. 91, not bad at all. What else? What else? Supermassive. I just finished reading that not too long ago. Um, yo, it was a great read. It was a great read. All right, it was cool seeing Radiant Black and Inferno Girl and Rogue Sun together. I just wish we could have held off on this a little longer because it would have slapped harder if we were in a year into Supermassive and at least a year into Inferno Girl, where the audience, including myself, would have gotten more established to them, and it would have just hit harder. I think this came a little bit too early. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it's a little lower than I expected. But still, 99 is not bad. I see there's a lot of people in here in the chat. Hold on. Merlo, thank you for popping up. Yes, you're looking at the sales lists. Top 200, top 200, top 200. February 2022. Yo, Marcus, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for coming by. Appreciate you. Yo, y'all gotta go follow my boy Marcus, man. The dude putting out some dope content, especially if you're fucking with Power Rangers. Please go support him. Go check out Merlo's Twitter. Merlo got a YouTube page. He should make a YouTube page. But yeah, man, go support the homies, man. Go support the homies. But yeah, back to this list. Death of Doctor Strange, not reading. But yeah, so this is it. This is the top 100. We have made it through the top 100. Once again, the videos that you're seeing right now that's talking about, the top 50, that's it's for free. This just shit you gotta pay for, and it paints a more clearer picture. So now things are gonna get a little bit more juicier. So let's start off at 101. 101. We have Suicide Squad Blaze number 1. We have Green Lantern number 11 at 102. We have Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow at 103. We have Radiant Black number 12 at 104. We have Marvel Voices Legacy number 1 at 105. We have Amazing Spider-Man 86 Beyond. I'm assuming that is a reprint. That's at 106. Batman Urban Legends number 12 at 107. Batman Catwoman Special, that is at 108. Shang-Chi number 8 at 109. And rounding things off, we have The Walking Dead Deluxe at 32. Let's see here. Anything here to point out? Green Lantern 11. I wasn't expecting to see this book so, I guess, high. I know the reception has been a little lukewarm. And I know issue 12 is in limbo right now. I'm assuming that's because it made time to Dark Crisis, but still not bad. Not bad for a book that the streets supposedly aren't feeling, but still not bad. A little lower than 100, but not bad at all. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. This is a great book. I started reading it. I got to the first 4 issues and I decided I just wanted to trade with it. And that's not to, disrespect Tom King. I think his shit reads better in trade. So I have all 8 issues. I'm going to read that. If you guys haven't read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, you are missing out. Please go pick that up. At this point, you might as well wait for trade, or you can go hunt down the floppies or just go on Comixology. Radiant Black 12. I read Radiant Black. I haven't read Radiant Black 12 yet. But still, that's always a consistent book, consistent series. Yeah, it should be a little higher. Radiant Black is a good series, man. Y'all gotta support that. But still, not bad for where it's at. What else? Spider-Man, yeah, gotta be a reprint. Urban Legends is number 12. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little sad to see what this book has become. That's not to disrespect any of the creators that's working on it, but man, I remember this book was popping back when Chip was writing that 6 or 7 month Red Hood story. This book just needs another good writer that headlines the story, and it'll be high up the list. But still not bad for a book that I forgot about. But yeah, nothing else here that's worth mentioning. I know the Batman Catwoman special. This was for John Paul Leon. So good. This is not a bad placing for that. So if you guys haven't, if you don't know the story behind that, John Paul Leon passed recently, and this special was to, honor him. So yeah, go check that out. Go hunt that down if you can. But yeah, nothing else here. Got nothing to say for Shang Chi. I heard it's good, but I probably will pick it up in trade. The Walking Dead, not reading The Walking Dead, so nothing to say here. So all right, we are at 111, 111. So hopefully, if you've been sticking around, hopefully certain things have been made clearer to you. If you've been, like I said, if you've been out there watching the other videos, painting certain narratives, but here's the full picture, guys. Here's the full picture. So let's start off with 111. What's the furthest place from here? Excuse me, let me say that again. What's the furthest place from here? Number 4 at 111. We have Spawn Scorched at number 1. We have The Thing, number 4 at 113. We have Titans United, number 6 at 114. We have Arkham City, The Order of the World at 115. We have Merca and Delpho Sweet Paprika at 116. We have House of Slaughter number 4 at 117. We have King of Spies number 3 at 118. We have Black Widow 14 at 119. And rounding things off for 120, we have Captain Marvel 36. Give me 1 second. Let me just sip this whiskey real quick. This is good. All right. Anything here to mention? Titans United. This is selling better than the actual Titans Academy book that's out right now. And it's kind of sad actually, but we'll get to the Titans Academy book because it's further down the list. Let's see here, but yeah, nothing else too crazy here. Let's see. Oh, King of Spies. Let me just go ahead and shout out Malar World. Malar World has been kind enough to grace the podcast with advanced copies of King of Spies, and I cannot sing the praises of this book anymore because it's amazing. This book fucking slaps. It's bloody, it's gritty, it's raw. If y'all not reading King of Spies, y'all got to go read King of Spies, man. I think it's wrapping up this month. So you might as well wait for trade, or if you can, go hunt down the floppies. But I definitely believe this book should be a little higher up, but still, not bad. And I believe there's a Netflix show that's being made out of this. So yeah. Oh yeah, Marcus said, haven't read Supergirl 1 in a minute. Yo, bro, go ahead and check this out. You don't need any prior Supergirl knowledge. You could just jump into Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and you'll have a great time, man. You'll have a great time. But yeah, that's about it for this batch. So let's move on. Let's start off with 121. Hulk number 3. I'm assuming this is a reprint. Catwoman 40. I have some words about Catwoman. I'll get to it in a bit. Wonder Woman 784. Suicide Squad number 12. Harley Quinn number 12. Aquaman number 1. Let's talk about that. Task Force Z. I can never say that bullshit right. Task Force Z. Yes, I got it right. At 127. We have King Conan number 3. Did that book land into some hot water? Animal Castle number 3 at 129. And rounding things off at 130, we have DC versus Vampires number 4. Okay. Hulk, again, I'm assuming that's a reprint. Catwoman 40. Listen, I couldn't even get through the first issue of was it Catwoman 39? This is when Teeny Howard came on the book. The first couple of panels sounded like something ripped out of Twitter. And I want to throw the book away, man. The only reason why I'm keeping the shit is because it's a first appearance of a new character. So I might as well just like put it in the plastic or something, get it graded, and sell it off. But yeah, bro, maybe issue 40 was better. But yeah, that 39 was not good, bro. Couldn't make it through the issue. Sorry. And I don't think this book has long, anyways, because in this volume of Catwoman, like this batch of Catwoman like books, It's been writer after writer after writer, and in my opinion, unless you're like a, you know, the Batmans and the Justice Leagues and the Avengers of the world, just constantly jumbling writers, that book is not going to last long. If this book makes it to 50 issues, I will be very surprised. But I see this book like ending fairly soon, and that's just, you know, not to be mean or anything, but yeah, it's just, it hasn't been consistent. Long story short, Suicide Squad 12. Um, this book should be higher. Honestly, I am always singing the praises of Suicide Squad. Uh, this is a great team, awesome story. War on Earth 3 just started. So hopefully, with that being a thing, the sales for next month will bump up and it will be tying in with The Flash and Titans Academy. But yeah, if y'all not reading Suicide Squad, please go read it, man. Robbie Thompson is writing his ass off on that book. The art is immaculate. We even got Dexter Soy on the art. And the other artists, I can't, the names can't come to my head right now, but please go pick it up. Please go pick it up. It's not the Suicide Squad that you're familiar with. There's some familiar characters such as Peacemaker and Rick Flag, but even though it's not a lot of characters you recognize, go pick it up. Also, what's his name? Not Deadshot. Damn, what's the character that Idris Elba played? Jesus Christ, he's in there too. I apologize, guys. It's fucking late. But anyways, go support Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn 12. It's a shame that out of continuity, Harley Quinn book is selling better than Harley Quinn the main series. Probably for a couple of reasons. I don't know. I'm not picking it up, but still, kind of damning to say the least. Aquaman 1. What happened here? What happened here? What happened here? This should be higher up. Aqua, and I don't think this is a reprint because this book just came out. I don't know. This should be higher up, guys. I don't know. Maybe could it be because of, you know, Brandon Thomas's writing? I know I've been seeing, you know, mixed feelings when it came to the Aquaman becoming, and what is it? I think he's also doing Deep Target, which is also tying into Aquaman. I'm reading Deep Target. It's not a good book. I don't know. Maybe Brandon Thomas, you know, couldn't really reel people in, you know, for the big team up book, which is sad. There's no reason why a number one should be this low. No reason. Hopefully things pick up. Hopefully he finds his footing, and you know, next month issue number 2 will be a little higher. But nah, this is sad, man. No reason why Aquaman should be unacceptable. I want to see better for this book. I really do. And I would read Aquaman, but I hopped on that bandwagon too late, and I have a bunch of history to read up on when it comes to Aquaman. So I couldn't, in good faith, even tell you to read it because I am so behind. But yeah, anything else here that's worth mentioning? Nah, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh yeah, thank you, Marcus. It's Bloodsport. Thank you. So let's see here. Let's start off with 131. The Marvels number 8. We have Echo Lands number 6 at 132. We have Ben Reilly Spider-Man at 133. We have Future State Gotham number 10. I got to talk about this book at 134. We have Teen Titans Academy number 12 at 135. We have The Walking Dead Deluxe 33 at 136. We have Devil's Reign Villains for Hire number 2. I'm assuming this is a reprint. At 138, we have Moon Knight number 7, and we have Shang-Chi number 9 at 139, and rounding things off at 140, we have Silver Coin number 9. We got some more people in here. The Truth. What is going on, brother? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Hope all is good. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all. And we will be wrapping up soon because we are getting very close to the 200s, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Looks like the stream is going well. Doesn't sound like there's any issues. But yeah, man, let's talk about some of these books here. Yo, who the fuck is still buying Future State Gotham? Who the fuck is still buying this shit, bro? Future State got to be done, bro. It's, it's something that technically shouldn't exist, bro. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Williamson even left the book, bro. Leave. We gotta leave Future State alone, bro. That timeline is done. But you know what? If it's another comic book that people are enjoying, but it's baffling, bro, that we are a year done with Future State and this is still a thing. And I apologize. I keep highlighting it. I'm fucking baffled, bro. I'm fucking baffled. Okay, Teen Titans Academy 12. Oh, that book's getting canceled. I saw the writing on the wall here. Too many characters, not enough focus on the Teen Titans and Titans. And I feel like a lot of people just lost their patience waiting for the Red X reveal. So I wouldn't be surprised why that's one of the reasons the book is so low on the list. And again, Titans United, which we don't even know if it's in continuity or not. It's selling better than this. Damn shame. But again, Tim Sheridan will land on his feet. He's also going to be writing Flashpoint Beyond. So yeah, nothing more to say about that. But yeah, I'm not reading Shang-Chi, not reading Moon Knight, Silvercorn. Yeah, no, so nothing too crazy to say here. Oh, hold on. Got a comment here. I heard the Siege 3 is coming out. Can't wait for that. Yes, I cannot wait for that either, man. Can't wait for that either. I love the first Deceased. I love the spin-off Unkillables. I did enjoy the second one, but I have to reread it again because I just like to sit down and reread Tom Taylor's work because it just hits so much better in trade. I read the second one as it came out, but now that it's over, gonna sit down and reread it, and I am looking forward to an awesome read. But from what I remember, it was great. So number 3 is gonna slap even harder. All right. So let's start off with 141. We have Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1. We have Black Panther number 3. I'm assuming that's a reprint because I just went to the comic book shop yesterday and I saw a couple second or third printings here for the earlier issues. Amazing Spider-Man 85. We have Stray Dogs Dog Days number 2. We have Newborn number 3 at 145. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at 126. We have Justice League 71 at 147. I'm assuming that's a reprint. We have Star Wars High Republic Adventures 13 at 148. We have Marauders Annual number 1 at 149. And we have Nubia and the Amazons number 5 out of 6. Okay. What's here? What's here that's worth pointing out? Nubia and the Amazons. I'm assuming this can't be a reprint. But damn, this is a damn shame, bro. That's a damn shame. This book is selling so low. Hopefully things pick up with Child of the Amazons. I read the first 2 issues of Nubia and the Amazon. A little slow, a little dry. But I am collecting the rest of the floppies, and hopefully it's just a better trade read. But the first 2 issues really weren't doing it for me. But again, who knows? Maybe things will read better in trade, and maybe things will really pick up with Trial of the Amazons, which I did pick up, and I will be rereading those. But yeah, I think that's about it. Nothing else crazy here to point out. All right. Let's see here. 151. We have Deathstroke Inc. number 6. We have Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 5. We have Robin 10. We have Thor 20. We have Batman 119. I am assuming that is a reprint. 156. Strange Love Adventures number 1. 157. New Masters number 1. 158. Magic Order number 2. 159. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries 11 out of 12. And rounding things off at 160 is Star Wars High Republic. Let's see here. Yeah, Deathstroke could be a little higher, but yeah, AJ mentioned it last time when we attempted this. This book is it's just set up. All it is just set up for event stuff. It's not as grounded as Christopher Priest's run. So I can definitely see why people aren't checking for this as much. And that honestly, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been picking it up really. I've been like reading it um, on Comixology because Dark Crisis and Shadow War. But I understand why people are not rocking with this book like that, bro. It's all it is just set up just like the main Batman book is. I hope after Dark Crisis and I hope after Shadow War, if Williamson is gonna stay, he can stay, but let's really start building Deathstroke up. Let's move away from the event stuff and let's get something of substance going. And if not, Williamson, he needs to leave. Let's bring somebody in who can really get things going with the book again. I don't have too much of an issue with it because I like event stuff, but I can understand why people would be turned off. So, like I said, I understand. But yeah, everything else here, nothing too crazy to mention. Nothing too crazy to mention. So let's move on to 161. We are nearing the end, guys. We're nearing the end. 161. We have Timeless #1. I'm assuming that's a reprint. Avengers Forever #2. We have King Spawn #6. We have Batman the Night #1. That's definitely a reprint. Basil #7. We have Mighty Morphin #6. We have, Mighty Morphin 16. We have Primo's #1. We have Scumbag #12. We have G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures. And rounding things off is Red Sonja Valentine's Special one shots. Okay, what anything here to point out? Mighty Morphin, man. Mighty Morphin is slapping. Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. Both books have been slapping. I will be on a Power Rangers podcast this weekend. Shout out to Ranger Command, Power Hour. Eric, if you get a chance and you're listening, mad love to you and the crew over there, and mad love to the crew that we always get together and review the Power Ranger stuff with. I'm curious about why Mighty Morphin is so low because it's great work. I feel like it's not, it hasn't been promoted as much. It hasn't been promoted as it should be. But yeah, Mighty Morphin should be higher, man. Like, do I expect it to be like a top 50 book? Uh, you know what? Yeah, I dare say that, but it should be at least in the hundreds, man. Like high, lower 100s, man. At least, or at least within the 50 to 100 range. There's no reason this book should be selling so low, man. No reason. But yeah, nothing here too crazy. Nothing else too crazy to mention. Um, let's move on. We got Iron Man 16 at 171. We have Detective Comics 1049. That's definitely a reprint. Norse Mythology #3. We have Human Target #4. Definitely a reprint. One Star Squadron. We got Life Zero #1. We have Silk #1. We have Faithless #3. We have The Flash 778. And rounding things off at 180, we have Star Wars High Republic Trail Shadows. Let's see here. What anything here to point out? Not really. Not really. A lot of these seem like reprints and books I'm not reading. Um, yeah, no, we can move on. Yeah, no. And yeah, we can move on here. Let's see here. 181. We have Superman and Robin Special #1. Oh, we gotta talk about this. Action Comics 1039. We have Nightwing 88. These reprints, I gotta check. Peacemaker, Disturbing the Peace, one shot. Star Wars, Crimson Reign, Avengers 52. That has to be a reprint. Blue and Gold #6. We have Joe Hill Reign #2. We have Phoenix Song Echo #5, and rounding things off at 190 is Until My Knuckles Bleed #1. All right, Superman and Robin Special. You know what? I get it. I get why this book is so low. They tried to rope people back in with Tomasi writing it, and I think you can't recapture that lightning, man. Like, I don't think DC realized just how much of a blow the Super Sons took when they aged up John and fucked up that whole dynamic. And I think they were trying to really get back into the good graces with people, but nah, bro. It sucks. I think Tomasi is a great writer. I did enjoy the little bit of the Superman run that I did read when he was on it, and I was rocking with the Detective Comics run, but this is this has nothing to do with Tomasi. I don't think this doesn't reflect his skill, but I think it's the fact that people not dealing they don't want to see aged up John and Damian go on adventures, man. Like you can show that in the books that they're in. You can show that in Robin. You can show that in some Son of Kal-El, but nah, I get it. I get it why people were not feeling this. I get it. Um, Action Comics 1039. I'm not sure if this is a reprint. Nightwing 88 definitely got to be a reprint. But yeah, Avengers got to be a reprint. But yeah, nothing too crazy here. Nothing crazy here outside of that. So we are at the last 10. Last 10. Let's see if there's anything interesting here to point out. So 191 Avengers Tech on number 6. We have Harley Quinn number 11. God damn. DC Horror presents Soul Plumber. We have Suicide Squad, King Shark. We have Good Boy number 3. We have Vampirella Valentine's Special One Shot. We have Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer number 3. We have Batman versus Bigby, Wolf in Gotham. We have Maniac of New York Bronx number 3. And we have Power Rangers 16, rounding things off at 200. This breaks my heart. This breaks my heart, man. Power Rangers should never be this low. Should never be this low, man. Such a good book. If y'all not reading Power Rangers, y'all gotta read Power Rangers, man. Ryan Parrott is spit. But yeah, nothing too crazy here. I don't think this Harley Quinn book is a reprint. No way. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But yeah, nothing here too crazy for these last 10. But yeah, this is the top 200. So if there's any while I'm here, if there's anything you guys missed, if you came in late, you want me to scroll back up to the top and want me to give some thoughts, I mean, the floor is yours, man. But yeah, I did this mainly because I'm interested in the numbers. I like speculating on why these numbers are the way they are, and most importantly, I wanted to paint a clearer picture. I want to paint a clearer picture of the top 50 list. That's free, and anybody can just throw out a bunch of crazy narratives because a book is not the top 50, and this is selling badly or whatever, and I just kind of put this out here so to give the full fucking picture. Just because a book is not in the top 50 doesn't mean it's not selling well. Just because just because a book's not top 50 doesn't mean it's not selling well, because it could still be within the 50 to 100 range, and that's still not a bad place to be. I think everybody would like to hit the top 50. But still, if we're in that 100, 50 to 100 is not bad. It's not bad, not bad. So, but yeah, so this is it, guys. This is it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this again for March 2022. And I probably will be making this mainstay on the podcast. So probably this is something we'll implement into the podcast. If not, I don't mind just doing this on my channel because it seems pretty fun. But yeah, y'all. So this is it. This is the February 2022 top 200 comic books. All right. So I purposely tagged and made the title the way it was so people can just come here and check out the full top 200 list. So if you see the top 50, cool. If you see some crazy shit being spewed out because it's the top 50 list, cool. Come here, check out the full spectrum. All right. So this is me just putting everything out there, painting a clearer picture. And again, I'm just doing this because I like seeing the numbers and shit. But y'all, I think I might call it a night, man, because it's late. I'm sipping on this whiskey, and I think I want to go play some video games or read some comics. But y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all for sticking by, whether you were here from the beginning or you came in towards the end. And before I go, I just want to plug the podcast one more time, one more time, one more time. Give me 1 second. Um, yes. So this is the Comics Code Authority podcast. I'm doing it with me and two friends of the channel, aka my homies, Elvis and AJ. We just wrapped up our season 2 finale, which we did a full breakdown, conversation, review of the Batman. So please go check that out. And yes, that title is not a mistake. Suicide Squad was better than the Batman. And if you want to see why I think so, you gotta go and listen to the episode, man. So please hit us with a follow. Hit us with a follow on Twitter. Hit us with a follow on Spotify, SoundCloud. All the other platforms are in the link tree link. So please go show us some love, man. But that's about it. Again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I may put a clip from the podcast up on here, like as an actual video, probably, sometime tomorrow or just maybe this weekend. If not, then I won't. But yeah, it depends on this time. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for rocking with me. It's your boy Roliver Queen. Much love, much peace. Roliver Queen out. Y'all be easy.